welcome back, everyone. We'll be getting started in just a few minutes here. First, like always, a quick ad, then we'll get started. We're playing some more Battle Brothers today. So I hope you guys are excited. But first, like always, a quick ad. So I'll see everyone in just a few minutes here. There we go. Alright. Just get everything situated, and then we're good to go. Alright, and there we go. Alright, welcome back, everyone. Hope you guys have had a good weekend so far. Let's go ahead and let's get started. Real quick, do one extra thing, just in case. There we go. One moment. Before we get started, 1 second. I think I just heard the cats try and get into something. 1 moment. I think I found the culprit. Especially since she's purring away now that I've got her. Alright. Now we're good to go. Oh. So today, the goal is to have some people hit high levels. Hopefully get a named weapon for someone. Or named armor. Get a few specialized people set up and everything. And go from there. Yes, you. Yeah, the purrs, they give away who it was. Hey, Artie. Welcome on in. Yes, Amelia. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Alright, let's take a look at who we got still. Okay. We got Ham here still. Well, I say still. This is Ham 2.0. The first one may have suffered some minor injuries. Oh. Only slightly more severe than what the current one has. Let's see. We got myself. We got shielding around. We lost Cockett. But we still have Gobble. And we have Kaboom and Brian. Let me see. Do we have any character requests that we could use? Real quick. Let us see. Just get out of the way. How you doing, by the way, Hardy? How's your day been? Cold. Well, hopefully you got a heater. Hey, Smurf. Glad to hear you're doing well as well. Hopefully you guys get some good progress in an abiotic. Alright. Let's take a contract. Drive off raiders. Alright. What was that? Pack of serpents. Alright. Nice. It'll go... I will say, it'll go quicker once you get past a certain point. It'll feel like you blaze through progress in comparison. Nice! And Hardy, what's the temperature looking like since you're saying it's very cold? I imagine, well below... or like around freezing. Let's see... Shooting around takes an arrow to the face. Let's see what else we can do here. Alright, this one slightly moved up. Well... if we charge up Ham right here, we may be able to convince them to move up. Move right here. -2, jeez. Oh, hopefully you have, plenty of warm clothes and, you know, also, some good heaters, Hardy. Jeez. I appreciate the reinforcements, Matthew. Welcome on in. Don't worry, if this run fails, you may get the ability to hurl lightning bolts, potentially, among other things. I did download the fantasy mod. It's ready to go, just in case we lose the run. In a normal way. But it's good to go. Yeah, we'll just try here. Let's see. Right there. Let's move right here. To be fair, you also live in what is essentially, like, a winter, like a near always winter area, Smurfing, technically. At least, you know, by my standards. To be fair, I'm from the south, so our winters are either not too cold or... I think the coldest I've seen it get here. Ooh. Please, boom. Please don't die. Thank you. Holy crap. I think the coldest I've seen it get to is, like, around 20 degrees here. Nice. Yeah, you get a ton of the extremes, which is, honestly, I've never been a fan of, like, the extreme... extreme weather differences. Just because it's like, yeah, it was cold today. Like, actually recently here, it warmed up into, like, the 80s, and now it's already dropping back down. Don't tell me you're bleeding. I think they might be. Good stagger. Will hopefully help. Let's move up and try and help the line. Pretty good strategy against goblins. That's about the only strategy in a lot of cases. You just have to charge the goblins heavily. Alright, let's move behind him. $95 will take, because that's a guaranteed execution. We can do this. Move up. Move you right there. It's stab. They're gonna target him, probably. No, they're targeting him. Please quit. Oh, Ham died. I'll have to find him a replacement. He had one of our pikes, didn't he? Need to get a replacement here soon. Alright, attack and move up. Take him out with some bolos. Alright, Boom needs rescuing. Possibly. Can you get to kill yourself? No. There we go. Let's go for a line cut. Cut them both. Move up. We're gonna do this to save Boom. Though it is potentially at the cost of our archery brother. That's actually really good. Oh. Let's go ahead and move up here. Try and chase them off. Take him out. It's just that outlaw we need to deal with now. We'll probably try and stab him down. So let's move you up here. Let's move you back. Take him out. Execute that one and swap. And move back. And you're gonna swap the dagger and just stab. Please don't get bonked on the head. Please. And he got bonked once, it's fine. Oh. We can still move here and rally. Okay. Well, so much for that. Come on. Oh. Go ahead and surround him there. There we go. Doing good, Tofsky, doing good. What about yourself? You know, other than having Jack make the return of the 4 a.m. kitty stampede through the bed while I'm still sleeping. You know, other than that part, I think they're dead, probably. So we're just gonna move right here and wait. No, they live. Good attempt at trying to wake me up there, Hardy. Definitely could use it along with the coffee I've got. Let's see. Boom, you're gonna move back here. Going through all of them I see, trying to help wake up Tofsky too. Let's do an aim shot. Come on. Move up. Luckily, they're running just fine. Oh. So, any plans for your weekend, Tofsky? I know you said you had a very busy week. Also, did you see the Discord? I sent something in your Discord for you guys just in case you didn't see it. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to make sure, by the way, for those who don't know, Vermintide 2 is free to keep on Steam right now. So if you don't have it, definitely pick it up. Alright, and it's over. We lost Ham and a random nobody. Sucks we lost Ham. He was actually a promising recruit. Oh, we got some better armor. Okay. Well, hey, if you want to play it, I am down. I also know someone else in the friend group has apparently not played it, or even heard of it. Apparently Brian has never heard of Vermintide. So, maybe I ought to rope him in. Yeah, apparently. No. He didn't, as far as I know. Alright. Let's see. Definitely take this through the gaps here. The extra penetration. So yeah, it'll be, if he actually does play it, his first time playing it, which will be great. Alright, Gilbert, you may actually survive long enough to go to the back. We'll have to see. Definitely grab that range defense if we're actually going to make him a ranged unit. Does have fast hands. He does have steady brace. Man, losing that cannon was such a detriment to the progress here. Alright. Oh, yes. I did forget. I did one thing before I hopped off this last night. I did set it up to where our... probably need both of those. I did set it up to where I can get the blacksmith. I repaired a few random, like, little bits for barely anything, so that we can stop losing gear. What are the last couple achievements you've got? It's not cheating, Hardy. Do you really want to sit or see me for the extra couple minutes there just hit Y? Well, Y on controller. I forgot. Alt click. Fine. Fine. Want to see every little thing that goes on. I get it. I understand. Alright. We can make some good money here. Looks like prices are good right now. One of the 5 bosses you can summon 10. Okay, what are the warp surges? That one I don't remember from when you were playing it. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Also, Matthew, if you're still here, what's the next trial you were thinking of, or like next challenge you were thinking of doing out of the scenarios? Because you said you just did the Goblin one. It's the bar to 100%. So, is that just a turn timer thing, by the way, Brian? Or is that, like, how does that work exactly? Let's actually do this. We are going to throw this guy into the front. Possibly. Yeah, you go to the front. You have nothing I care about. We'll give him some piecemeal armor. Alright. Brian, you're gonna get the plated mail. Kaboom. You survived without armor. So it's enough for you to get a helmet. Let's actually do this. Alright. $20 grimoires, you can get 1 to 2. Jeez, so minimum of 10 missions, max of 20 if you're very unlucky. Now, does the injury work like, or does death work like Mordheim, where it's a chance for them to die or get injured, or is it guaranteed if they go down, but they won't permanently die on you? They have a number. Okay. So that one's not as bad then, theoretically. Alright, Gobbo definitely needs bags and belts. That's for sure. This is technically better for you. Go ahead and take that. And you know what? This'll be Ham Jam number 3. Seems Ham is the actual cursed one this time. Oh. There we go. Alright. Now, we got some people who are mighty beat up. So we should let them rest. That does pose a very interesting problem. Technically, couldn't you load up, like, your, save you completed? And try and just, like, get one of your brothers there? Or, is that one too far along for that? Ah. Fair enough. Alright, there's another cannon. So if we can get the money, I could get that. Or we could save up for an arquebus. And honestly, at this point, I'm tempted to try and save up for an arquebus. We got an assassin here. Assassins actually have extremely good stats looking at it. 50 potential resolve, 13 melee defense, 67 melee. Fatigue is a little on the low side, but compare that to a gladiator. They're almost identical. They have a little bit more resolve for a little bit less fatigue. Wait. Gladiators have more range than assassins? Huh? Interesting. I never realized that. Alright, well. No more matches for today. So we are going to take a boat. We're gonna go over here and get the contracts. Alright, that's a cargo contract. We'll take the cargo contract because that's 1,000 crowns for a 2-day delivery, which also allows us to pick what we fight. Let's go ahead and hire you. Definitely need some more armor. Kind of run... Like, now that we have the blacksmith, it's not so bad. But I'm definitely going to be needing to pick up some stuff here. Yeah, we'll pick that up. We've got plenty of helmets. You know, they're not the best helmets, but we got plenty of them. The main thing is the actual body armor we're running low on. We still got some people in rags because of it. To be fair, they're an archer. We don't necessarily need the best stuff if we're doing our jobs right. Let's give them a dagger just in case. Let's see here. Amjam, you also take that dagger. Let's see, what were the prices here? Nothing we really want anyways. So, Wolfhaden. How far up is that? Said 2 days. Oh. Oh, we can eat. Hold on. We're gonna make this trip a little bit quicker. We're gonna travel back. And we're just gonna go right up here. And I'll speed that up significantly. Because we can travel along the road here instead of in the desert. Alright, we'll speed this up. We're at day 50. So we need to be very cautious about losing people now. At least high levels. Okay, that's not great prices. Got a couple warbows in there. Alright, let's see. More hunting of unholds. Do we feel confident cutting down trolls? Are we actually healed up enough for that? Not really. But I'm gonna do it anyways. No, that's not feeding them. You don't cut them down. You just don't feed them. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna camp here and wait for them to come around. Yeah, you get in trouble if you cut them down, technically. So you gotta be a little mindful of that. We just want the melee skill reductions to be gone. That's the main concerns. Well, melee and ranged. Alright. We do have to fight them. Our wildmen did not decide to chase them off. Luckily, we got some high ground. So let's see how they're gonna move. Oh, also, in Reforged, Tolsky, you cannot net trolls. So the normal option for doing troll clearing is not there. Alright, let's do that. I'm gonna fire at that back one. Move Brian down here. Take a step up. Fire at that one still. It's a low chance, but it's better fired there. Probably. Let's move here. Boom's just gonna move up right here. Shielding around will move up. Move you right there, and move Ham the third up. Okay. So you need to move Brian. They're retreating. Interesting. Let's see. No injuries. We did receive an injury on Shieldon. Looks like it was a... Hold on. Yeah, a fractured elbow, so he'll be a little bit easier to hit for them. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna back up. Gonna let the range try and deal with this one. At least a little bit. See if we can use Torvald as bait. Alright. Don't want to really use Wallet, but we're gonna do so. Let's actually wait here. Yeah, some of our line are just gonna wait. And kind of prepare. Shieldon, we're gonna move over here to get ready. Brian's gonna move up. We're gonna continue throwing bolos at the troll. Torvald is gonna try and lure him away as we slowly make work of this one. Alright. And Shieldon, we're gonna want to put you right up here for now. Just in case. Oh hey, that makes that significantly easier then. Alright. Do 2 quick shots there. Unfortunately, neither of them hit. Move right there. So that troll's retreating. Slice this one down. Poke this one. And Shieldon. Move you up there. Should be able to get up there quickly. Alright, we're going to try and get a stagger. Alright, we're going to move Torvald back. Okay, I got kicked up onto the platform here. Let's take another stab and back up. Move here and attack with Shieldon. Good shots with the arrows. Go ahead and move here. Alright, Shieldon got pushed back, but that's fine. And another quick shot will do it. Brian can take a stab there, and we'll move him there. They should be able to handle that now. Alright. Go ahead and swap to more bolos. Move him out of the way. Come on, someone's got to make a hit. Shielding. Oh, that's not good. Come on, people. Thank you. Someone finally got a hit. Oh, and he got a black eye. That's what you get for missing. Shielding got a severe concussion, I think. No, dislocated jaw. Trying not to. Our men are just working against us like always. They heard this was an easy fight, so they started to, you know, really take it easy. Oh. Shielding's gonna shield up and attack. Just in case. Come on. Okay, at least I got a cut there. Oh, we're out of arrows there. Gerbold, you're gonna just move up over here. You're out of arrows. Go ahead and fire on the troll here with an aim shot. Yeah, that was his last arrow too. He has no extras. Alright, shielding cannot take another blow.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
You're actually fine, Boom. And hey, welcome on in. You're actually doing fine here. You don't have too many injuries just yet. Alright, that's one troll down. We just need one more. Oh, come on, people. Holy crap. Can one of you hit to save your lives? Quite literally. Yeah, just yet being the very key word. We're gonna wait there. Shielding around's gonna get back here. Away from the danger. They're out of arrows, so they just gotta move back. Back to fire. That's okay. That's actually preferable over what could have happened. Alright, Boom, you finally hit. Ryan finally hits. Okay. Our archer hit. Not bad. Shielding still has to run. They're completely out of, like, health. Walled, this is for your life. You better kill it. You live barely. Gobbo. Missed. Boom, you missed. We're gonna have to wait here. Our archer actually hit again. 2 times, in fact, with that dagger, and there we go. Okay. You guys live barely. And not because you guys were trying, but because you guys finally got lucky enough. Alright. Sure, you just wanted to have extra scars to, you know, woo the ladies, I guess, right? Was that the plan? Was that what everyone was saying? You wanted some extra injuries to show off? Because, everyone got injured for the most part. We got a black eye here. We got a broken jaw here and here. As well as a fractured hand and arm, or elbow. Alright. We got some treasure at least. And luckily we're right here to turn this in. There we go. Decent amount for hunting trolls. That's a good enough price I can make money off of. So we'll buy it. Definitely need those arrows. We're burning through a lot of ammunition, so I should really get a sling. Because these guys don't have the ranged accuracy to really truly work just yet. You're actually a bow expert. I guess we will keep them with a bow since they have target practice. We'll put the arrows here. Let's go ahead and do this. You need morale. You have throwing, so you will use the sling. Said. Plus your melee throwing hybrid. More than... Actually, are they? Was that what I was doing with them? Because neither stat is high enough. Especially for them being level 4. They may be on the chopping block, actually. They may actually be on the chopping... Yeah, they were. They were on the chopping block. They were going to be someone we threw to the wolves to save others. Because they had such low stats. Alright. So we have throwing mastery in this. You were probably going to give firearms. And we'll probably give them the throwing expertise. Or wait, no, they weren't the right. It was this one that was in the front originally. Okay, that's why I had moved him back. Right, our monk is gonna be the gunner. Because what says go to church and pray more than a matchlock being fired from the back line as they shout orders. Alright. They're just really wanting to become that witch hunter, you know? Let's see. What do you have for us? A hunt for nachos, webbernecks, direwolves, and serpents. That could be lucrative. Let's see what's there in the daytime before we do that. We will probably take that contract. Perfect. The fractured hand was worse than, or it looked worse than it was. All right, let's see first off what we can sell stuff for. Okay, not much here. That figures. They just had troops disband. Okay. So we got a named spear here. The Grizzly Skewer. It's okay. It didn't roll super high on anything, but it's not bad. It's definitely not worth the price, though. You do have an arquebus that's actually relatively cheap. Ooh. If they're buying at better prices, we could easily get that arquebus. Though the ammo is also expensive. Very expensive. Alright, let's grab the tools. Let's grab a little bit of extra food. We're gonna head down to the southern states first, I think. That contract should stay there for at least a couple days. There's some serpents there, so we know there's at least one group there. Okay, this one sucks to do because most of the time this is much harder than it is reasonable. Let's do the southern city-states contracts. It's 5 of them. And we can cycle between 2 of them at the same time. I don't know if the arena fights count, but... Alright, these are at a profit, so we'll sell them. Let's see... So, this is technically worse, so we'll sell that. We'll sell that scythe. Sell this bow. Let's grab a few nets. What is our arena? Serpents. 3. Are we healed and repaired enough for 3 serpents? Kind of. There's some potential disasters that could occur, but I think we're in a good spot to do this. It would get Brian probably his level up. It would get him his level up, probably. How long does your wound last? Okay, we have negative melee defense, but I think we camp here for a second. Try and get as much health as possible on shield in here. Oh. I think we do this. This is, in some ways, a terrible idea. Actually, what if we take Gabo? Let's give Gabo some good armor. We take Gabo. They have throwing, so they can weaken them as they approach. They can have nets. They can have a whip for after the armor's gone. Or we'll give them the Cruel Falchion instead. Okay. I want to hear them shout their names, so we accept. Alright. My armor's fully repaired. Shieldon's not at too much of a disadvantage. And Gobble himself is ready. Alright. Let's give him something to cheer for. Oh, it's bandits now. Even better. This is actually much better. Wait, was it always bandits, or did it actually swap? I'm pretty sure it said serpents originally. Alright, let's back you up here. We'll move back one so they can't immediately attack. They're definitely, you know, serpents in hiding here. Alright. Luckily, we have quick hands, so that does not affect us in the slightest. Let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna net him. Shieldon's gonna move up and attack. So will I. I will try and cleave through them. I hit one of them. And we'll use that to reposition. Trying to injure me through my armor. I see how it is. There we go. What is that about? I saw something pop up there like we had healed a little bit. Hold on. Alright. He hasn't gone yet, so we'll do this. Cut him down. Shieldon will go ahead and start targeting him. Alright. We can swap. And we'll cut him down here. He's not looking like he's doing too good. And Gabo gets the final cut. There we go. That was much better. Okay. Gabo, now that you've completed your mission, give Brian his armor back. Let's go ahead and take this. That's not really worth it. We'll instead take fatigue here and health. Let's see. Berserk. No more than 4 for a single attack. And that's once per turn. Double strike could be good. But I think we need to give him Axe Mastery finally. That way he can hook someone's shield down and really give him the axe to the face. Also, that's only 3 AP. Both of those are. That is not bad. So we could do like 2 hook shields into this to disarm them. If we really wanted. And really cripple people with them. Okay. It's not bad. Kaboom! You'll eventually be learning, I think we'll give you maces. Of some kind. We need a blunt master. Maces are hammers. Ham... Well, the butcher that Ham was originally was going to be our hammer expert, but, well, that kind of fell through. Escort the caravan. No, we'll take another delivery. Northwest by road. Okay, so that'll be quicker to head over. Let's also see if there's any trade goods we can grab. Or any good deals. Not seeing much there. That's actually cheaper than it was even up north. Hopefully it stays there. Alright. check here before you head up. Oh, those prices are terrible. Oh, that explains why a warehouse burned down. You willing to buy stuff at a high price? Kinda. We'll go ahead and sell those for now. Sell that standard bow. We'll keep the rags for now, just in case. And let's head up. Oh. Alright. And arena missions do not count for the contracts, by the way. They're just good money while we're down here. Oh, is this is not the place I would want to attack. We're probably going to attack Wolfhaven and that over there when it comes to raiding. Hunt down more unholds. Because it went so well last time. Sarcasm, if anyone couldn't tell. We're gonna do that again. Alright, you get a whip. Sure. Sure. Actually, the unholds have already passed through, so let's get some food and let's go hunting. Oh, there they are. 3 of them this time. Who knows what he's doing? Right? Right? He suffers a black eye. Well, kaboom, you got punched in the face for trying to chase him off. Good attempt, though. Let's let them advance. We don't have the benefit of the high ground that we had before. They're gonna stick together. Let's try and get to a better position. Okay, Gabo, you can move there. Kaboom. Move right there. Showed a new move back. And there we go. Yeah, we're gonna try and basically, like, position to where we have the advantage. So let's do this. Let's see. Put you right there. Shouldn't just move straight back because he's so far up. I'll sit kind of close to him. The nice thing about having a sling now, though, is that's someone who can just constantly throw stones. Alright, this one's gonna get targeted by ranged. We're gonna try and move to where they don't get close just yet. Alright. 71% chance. 56. There we go. Shows the difference that perk made, by the way. That perk added a lot of hit chance. Alright, we'll move you here. We'll move him there as like a stopgap, basically. Since I don't care about him. I should have really given you a hat. Whatever. Ham has Spear Mastery too, so we don't have to worry about him not being able to attack at close range if we really need to. Alright, we'll go ahead and do that and back up a little. Because they're going to advance from the top. Alright, this one's going to charge up probably. Close. Okay. We're just going to shield wall and spear wall. That'll force them to use the charge to get up. Alright, we stagger that one, which is great. Let's move you here. Our sling will target the unhold. Shielding around, you're going to move up and try and attack. I'm going to do the same. We're going to get a big old cut on them. And we're going to move over in position to stab at the unhold. Alright. You're going to fire here, since that one's not in cover, technically. For the purpose of that perk. They're going to keep moving over. We're going to keep whittling them down. There we go. Shielding around. Good axe strike. And the spear takes it down. Okay. Now for the second one. Alright, since we can't get anywhere else, we're going to do this. We're going to try and exhaust this unhold to where it can't move. Move first, I mean. Shielding, you're going to get right here to hold this one. Let's go ahead and make you shield wall so you're not hit. Good hits there. Okay, well, you still got hit, and you even got a finger broken for that. Okay. Boom's gonna move up right there. Let's go ahead and throw that. This unhold should die here. Let's do an aim shot at this one now. Start working on it. This is a guaranteed kill if it hits, so let's do that. And you were just going to do this to try and hold it in place. Alright. We're expertly hunting these unholds. A single lost man. Barely any injuries. Wait there for a second. Oh, if he gets hit, he's dead. Hey. There's a reason he's still in rags. So, not the worst. Okay, that's kind of what I was expecting. Surprised they didn't do it first. And this allows us to get the surround bonus. Okay. Now stab and slash away. Alright. And Shielding will move right here. Alright. Come on, everyone. Take a pound of flesh out of the thing. There's a lot of pounds to go through with it. Alright. And arrow to the face should do it. If we hit it. So instead it's going to be an axe. And there we go. Another set of unholds. Expertly killed by our merry band. With only minor injuries this time. They saw what happened last time. And they decided no more playing around with the unholds. And clearly, It was the right call because it works so much better. Alright. Fit enough to take a green skin. Destroyed shelter. Or deserted shelter. That should be a low-level camp. So we're gonna take that. That should be a very low-level camp in comparison. You have an arquebus right here. I wonder if we can use normal bullets or if we have to use the shot here. That's 500 crowns more, basically, but that is very tempting. What's the range on it? 8 tiles? Let's go ahead and get one. Let's go ahead and get it. And with the money from this contract, we'll get that too. Actually, we're gonna sell a few unhulled pelts and get that already. Because I do want this for the contract. We'll keep that strange meat for now. Let's see. We'll sell the silk. We'll sell a few more of these hats. We'll sell the shield, and we'll grab that. We have enough pay for a couple days. So we're still fine on money. You. Yeah, you are the one who is going to use it. Okay. So let's go ahead and get you equipped. Let's also go ahead and give you this as a backup. But our monk here is ready to blast them. Ah. Okay. So this is interesting. So the arquebus can either go for a big hit or it can potentially stun. I don't know if this is in melee or if it is in ranged. It'd be cool if you could actually bludgeon with the arquebus. That would actually make it very good for just like keeping the ammo equipped. Alright, we'll make a save here. Where's the shelter that we have to take on? Destroyed shelter west. Oh, all the way over here. Yeah, it's a small shelter, so this shouldn't be too bad. See blood soaked through his sock. Alright. Jeez. Ow! Apparently I've been force marching you guys too much. Your feet are starting to get blistered up. Maybe we should take a break every now and then. Alright, mini orc young. We've got a handle on this. Alright. So we see an orc machete. I see an orc club, which we will probably be giving Kaboom. Alright. Give me a headshot, Gilbert. Ask and you shall receive. He did indeed deliver a blow right to his face. Okay, and that is a melee attack. Alright. So Gilbert, move back now. You'll be reloading next turn. Alright, and now to the charge. Alright, let's see if it... Come on. Someone get this. Get that free kill on him while they're all surrounding him. Alright. Go to move up here and spear wall. That was a good first turn. Eliminated one orc immediately and tested our new weapon. Shieldin, you're gonna move up. And you know what? You're gonna go for Bearded Blade. If they miss you, they'll be disarmed. I know they're not gonna miss you now because we did that, but hey. Good, you kept them out. Yep, see? Alright. Reload it. Move up one again. Let's move you down. And just take a shot there. Go for a cleave and cut the head off the orc behind him. He isn't broken yet, but he will be. We definitely need to quickly deal with the cleaver orc right here. There's also an axe orc, which we'll be giving Shieldin. Most certainly. Good hit, kaboom. Good hit. Good, Shieldin. Get your revenge on the cleaver orc. We'll keep the spear wall up here to control the zone. Saeed here will try and finish him off. Perfect. The spear wall holds. Let's move back here. Good shot. We can actually spear wall right here. Because he has spear mastery. Wallet will go ahead and take that kill. Let's go ahead and throw a little. Wait here for a second. I will charge up and try and cut this one down. Come on, Gilbert. Give me a second shot. Close. Not quite. Alright, Shieldin will also move up against the Axe Orc. Ooh. And they focus him. Also, this is terrible. Luckily, that knockout is there. Hopefully that works. The sling gets a broken arm on him. This is why we waited with so many people. To try and get people positioned where they need to be. Alright. Drop your dagger and just stab away. Let's go to net him. Swap to the whip. And we can't disarm. Why? 5 AP, okay. So it's just a small amount too heavy. Or too high AP. Alright. So wait. Let's go ahead and charge you down. Bonk him over the head, Gilbert. Get yourself free. Brian will stab at the axe user. Kaboom will also try and stab him in the face. He did in fact hit the face. Okay. I'm gonna target that orc young. We're gonna move up here. And let's see. Okay. We'll go ahead and take this one out, since they so graciously charged up like that. And we'll just whip that one. Alright. Still need to save a few people. Potentially. Let's reload. Come on. There we go. We got a disarm. So we'll swap back now and throw. That'll stagger him. Shielding, come on. Good job. Alright, he's saved. Let's move down. Let's make sure we don't lose anyone else. You guys aren't ready to die just yet. Alright, good hit, Kaboom. And let's finish him off. Good stab through the armor. And give me a headshot, Gilbert. Oh. Well, he tried. And you know what, Gilbert? Move up. Bonk him over the head. That was very risky. But it'll probably be fine. Yep, see? It'll be fine. Let's go ahead and give him the whip. And let's chop him to bits. Alright. So we got a few tree limbs. Some reinforced tree limbs. And we did get the axe. Perfect. So we got a few extra weapons. Nothing major, but good stuff. Weren't too many heads, so we didn't get too much pay out of this, to be honest. But it's good enough. On. Do you have throwing perks? You do. We're trying to give everyone different weapons, by the way. Still. So you know what? You're gonna be... Ham is gonna be two-handed spears. Ah, he doesn't have Spearmaster yet. That's why. Okay, but yeah, he's gonna be one-handed spears and throwing spears. I think. Do we want promise potential? Realize potential, let's see. 1 perk point, 1 random shared perk group, 2 random weapon groups, and all attributes increased by 15. Build potential? Nothing. Let's gamble a little with our guys. Promise potential it is. He's a promising young recruit. Let's see if he lives up to that potential. Alright, you definitely need resolve. Alright, kaboom! Keep becoming the wall you were always meant to be. We will give you the melee stat there. Alright. You do need shield perks. Or, alternatively... Oh, I didn't even realize this actually does affect melee as well for the Black Eye. Alternatively, we could give Kaboom what? Let's see, Duelist would be good. do offhand training here. Trip artist, let's see. First melee attack every turn against an adjacent target will apply the stagger effect, and when wielding a weapon with reach of less than 4, gain the difference in reach up to 4. But you must have a net equipped. Could actually prove interesting if we have that. If we get him the Trapper perks as well, that would be good. But yeah, Boom will eventually be wielding a tree club for a while. Alright. This is gonna suck for fatigue on shielding around, but it's much better than a hand axe. So we're gonna use that. Got some good money out of that too, which is nice. Let's move over. There's an orchard here. Okay, that's not enough to be a word zone. I can get better prices there. Same there. We're gonna go get our pay. That wasn't too bad, honestly, for pay or for the experience. It was just Orc Young, so it's not like it was a difficult contract. But we certainly taught those greenskins what for in that. Yeah, 500. That's whatever. It is definitely not the best paying noble contract. Yeah, it's much better there. Same with that. Those tools are super cheap. That ammo's cheap, that medicine is cheap. So we're gonna replace some of our supplies with a pay for that mission. Let's sell the tree branches. Let's sell one of these. Yeah, this is technically stronger than the Morningstar. Technically. I guess only kind of. And actually, it's not really better looking at it, because it has more fatigue cost for a potential 5 more damage, but it's 10% less effective against armor, so that kind of negates the bonuses. So we'll go ahead and sell it, actually. And we'll just keep the Morningstar for Kaboom. That's gonna expire. We got some food, so we're good. I need... Ooh. Well, you could have some good melee skill. Let's see what you got. First off. Okay, you have hammer skills. You have unstoppable. You have fruits of the labor. Okay. You have medium armor. You do have shield skills. Okay, okay. Not too bad. So his melee skill will be 57. His melee defense will actually be 9. He's got okay health. Oh, he's actually got great resolve. You think we hire him? He'll be a decent hire. He's much better than you, so you're gonna lose that. And he's gonna gain the shield. And we give him a hat. Actually, no, you just get this. You survive long enough, you'll get armor. We just gotta steal it from someone. Alright. So, we need to go back down to the Southern Kingdoms. We've only done one contract for them. Oh. Well, I guess we're getting that armor. Alright, come on. Can you quit hitting shielding in the face with the first arrow every time? I do like that free three-headed flail. And the free pole mace, potentially. We're gonna go ahead and throw at him because he's right in the front. Let's go ahead and be very aggressive here. That's gonna get him to push up. When you engage the enemy in melee like that, they're more likely to charge up. Let's see. Go ahead and take out that Nomad Cutthroat. Well, you missed. And Gilbert. Not really doing the best with that there, Arquebus, are you? Alright, let's move up. That was a bad miss. We need to take him out now because that's gonna hurt. Okay. We get a good shot right here. Don't care about Torvald here. So he's gonna charge up and move up. And just stab away. Pole Mace is gonna move up. That's in range. Yeah, that's not ideal. And we'll just try and take a stab there. Alright, so they're gonna guard their ranged units. Or try to. Okay, good misses. And Rupert is already doing us good. Okay. Let's reload. Yeah, Torvald goes down to no one's surprise. It wasn't long for this world. Alright. Come on! Oh. Shieldon, go ahead and move up. You guys. Come on. Get one kill at least this turn. That sucks. Okay, we forced a rotation. That's good at least. There we go. Good hit, Brian. Thank you for finally finishing him off. Go ahead and smack them. Stab them, get them out of the way. Get a good stab on his face. And we're using your bow. Try and cut the heads off both. And then rotate over to where we're not surrounded by the guys with melee weapons exactly, but more around the others. You're a potential free shot, so we're gonna move up and miss. You know what? Make use of your axe mastery, Shieldon. Take that shield down. Well, so much for that. Alright. Go ahead and stab him. Making quick work of the bandits, even if we're having a lot of accuracy issues, which is nice. We'll solve those with time, I'm sure. Alright. I hope. I really do hope we'll solve them with time. Alright, there we go. Come on, Shieldon. There you are. And there we go, run him down. I think we may have gotten some armor. Potentially. I think we got a few headshots. I know we didn't stab any armor down. Gilbert got a level. Yep, we did. And we did get a rune from Torvald because he was with us long enough, even though I was trying to get him killed constantly. Somehow he just lived. And it was to our benefit. Alright. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna get that up to 70 there. Puts us right at it, even 100 health. Okay, which do I want for survival perk? Probably Poise. It gives us less benefits, technically, compared to Nimble. But Nimble is probably going to more require, what's it called? It's probably more going to require named armor pieces to really be effective in this case. And I like some of the medium armor. Let's see. Does not affect damage from mental attacks. When attacking a target against whom you have reached disadvantage, reduce this disadvantage if your initiative is greater. Okay. Okay, both of those have the same thing. We'll take this. I do need to reduce just a little bit of the penalties here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. We're gonna swap helmets with Shieldon. And that puts us, I think, exactly below. Yeah. We're just below the penalties now. So we have the full reduction. Oh, it actually gives you effective hit points. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, we'll try that. Let's give Gilbert a little bit more help here. We need you with more resolve. More range defense. That was a good health roll, but hey. Uncover. Otherwise... Oh. If they're not in cover, that's a 100% armor pen on these arquebuses. Huh. Interesting. I'm not gonna do that. Just because I feel like that would be a bit broken. I think I am gonna turn down the armor pen on the arquebuses slightly to where that's not so egregiously high. Because 80% base is very strong. Because crossbow mastery here does not currently have... Okay. So let's see. Crossbows are 50%. So putting arquebuses at like 70 base, or even 60 might be enough. Because they do also do a lot more damage. So, let's see. 4 action points to reload, just like a regular crossbow. Oh, heavy crossbows are now a thing, apparently. Huh. Yeah, so 50 is what a crossbow does. So I think like 65 would probably be a good amount to be more balanced. And slightly increase the armor effectiveness to balance that out. I don't know, we'll see. We'll test them a bit more before we make any changes there. Yeah, well, that's the thing, Tofsky. These do a lot of damage. These do 65 to 90, compared to the heavy crossbow, which is 50 to 70. To be fair, these you can only ever shoot once in a turn. Exactly. Now, I want the high damage still. It's just, for the balance purposes, I may reduce it slightly. I think we'll do 70. The 70 is probably a good middle ground. It makes it to where it can't completely ignore armor. The reason why that's an issue, Tofsky, if you're able to ignore armor, that means that a lot of the tougher enemies are actually very weak. Hedge Knights, for instance, are only dangerous because they have armor. And because it has so little armor damage, that means you could just shoot them once, kill them, and immediately get a full suit of armor, rather than taking the risk of using daggers to get them down. Which I prefer if I'm gonna do, like, have something like that. I prefer this be a little bit more balanced. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and at least, turn that down. Let's see. Because we do have full control of this right here. This is the base stats. So let's do 75 there. Let's up that just a little bit. Because that's technically a downside, potentially. And there we go. There. That should be a bit better. Let's see if it directly affected it immediately. Let me just make sure. Let me try re-equipping it here. Okay, well, we got one very good matchlock. So I guess I can't... We'll play around with it and we'll see. I'm not going to stop using it. But I'll try and get an idea for when we do the next run what I feel is a little bit better balance for it. Alright, we got another fight. Yeah, it's more bandits. It's at night, so their range, or them being up high, is still very dangerous. But their ranged is not as dangerous. That's a mistake, sir. Elbow is not weak in melee. Made a grave miscalculation. Alright. Ooh. Accidentally ended that turn. Let's move over here. This is bad terrain, in the sense that we got handed the worst terrain we could have. Let's go to move you up there. I'm gonna just charge right into the frontier. We do see a few slings I'm gonna want. And I want your helmet. So we see a few weapons we'll want. The pole mace, I didn't get the last one, so hopefully well, goodbye, Rupert. Bye. It was nice knowing you. Alright, how much does this give us back? 3 AP, so we'd be able to attack this turn. Let's not. Because if we get him in position, then attack, we can do 2 attacks in a turn, which may matter more. Let's go ahead and whip that one into shape. Let's move up. Alright. I need to free them. Oh, come on. I'm surprised we didn't kill there. Well. I see their accuracy isn't so affected at night. Try and cut through them here. We're a little exhausted from having to run up, which is not great. Oh, come on. There we go. We need to quickly break them and get through. Definitely need to target him. Okay, we got 1 hit right there. That's good. He's holding back. The pole mace moved up, which is great. Why'd you attack 3 times? Wait, what? Yeah, that's 4. Did you use something to attack 3 times? Huh. It's a little sketchy. Hope that wasn't AI trying to cheat there. Let's go ahead and stab that one. Cut him down, or at least attempt to. And... okay, both of those are still 4. Alright. I really need you to hit Ham. That's fine. Okay, boom. Go ahead and use Bestial Vigor. There we go. Definitely needed to correct that. See, your initiative is 78. Gilbert, what's yours? Your fatigue is modifying it pretty heavily. We're gonna rest with Gilbert, try and get ahead there. Come on. Let's go ahead and rest with Shieldon. I think we may be about to lose Gilbert. Yep. Oh. Go ahead and do that. We do have the blacksmith, so hopefully we do keep all gear from all these lost souls. There we go. Now we're getting the hits. Just took a little bit of blood after all. A few blood sacrifices. And we're good to go. Alright, come on, shielding. Good hits. Great hits. Alright. Now that he's moved in. Alright, go ahead and reposition here. And there we go. Let's move up. Try and take a stab. Shielding will move up on the archer. Try and whip him. Good shot. Okay. I guess we'll see if the monk gives a different pack or like rune, by the way. Nice. Nice. Okay, that should be surrounding him. Brian keeps stabbing away. We're gonna try and keep him exhausted. There we go. Shouldn't go ahead and move up to cover there. Swap to the polos and throw one. And just go ahead and bang on his shield there. Come on, shielding. You got that. Okay, good. He didn't cut to the face again. Alright, we have height advantage now. Hopefully we don't let him get away. Good stun there. Gobble. Good stun. And run him down. There's not many left. Alright. Let's see. We did not... Okay. Alright. I'm gonna reset that. Let's see, day 56. We're gonna reset that because we lost the arquebus still. Apparently the blacksmith just doesn't work in Reforged. Or maybe it's just this origin. With how it works. But it's not letting us keep any of the gear. And we won that battle, so we definitely should have kept it. Oh, we did get the pole mace. So Kaboom, you're already gonna go ahead and swap here anyway. And no, you don't have the melee skill for it. I'm gonna do this real quick at least. Give you that. Let's see, you can get tossed in the front. We need one more frontliner. You can just take a Goblin Falchion. So that's good to know. So we will always lose the gear, even with the blacksmith. That's good to know. So that's kind of a bad hire then, except to maybe save name shields. I do really wonder what causes that. If it's just the origin or what. I'm just trying to compare these. This is slightly less fatigue penalty. For you, you're probably fine. I will go ahead and give them the better armor. Just in case. Because I actually do like them. For what they have. And that looks good. Looks like about what we're needing here. Oh, also net. Alright. Also, we got handed absolutely, like, terrible terrain. Meanwhile, this time, we get much better terrain. To where they're forced to actually move up rather than just sitting there attacking. Alright. Go to move you here. Wait till we see the whites of their eyes to use the arquebus. But yeah, like, we're not having to run all the way up a hill while they already have high ground and such. So we'll reset there just because that's kind of just like a huge setback to lose essentially $6 grand over something not working right. Because the blacksmith should have saved the gear either way. Alright. Fire and back up while we reload. Gonna aim at the full mace user because they put themselves way out of position. Them down. And wait. Gonna take him out. There we go, we broke him. Alright. No hits there is fine. We have Polar Master now. I also didn't realize, or didn't spend the level ups, so there was that as well. Because I just didn't think about immediately spending it. But that helps Brian at least with close range fights. Especially. Alright. You may be Ham the Third now in game, by the way, Ham. How are you doing? Let's see. You may... There we go. We good? Everyone back? Yeah, just in case. Let's see. Looks like we're good. Yeah. Okay. Okay. At least it's good on my end. Hopefully it's good on yours as well. Oh. Apparently you spooked OBS there, Ham. You spooked OBS so bad it just crapped out for a second. Alright. Good hit, shielding. What is it, like Scare and Boom but better? Alright, we'll move up here. come on. Almost, boom, almost. Let's go ahead and do this. Move up, and we're gonna shield. I guess the disarm does go off the shield as well. So, never mind. Let's move Gilbert up. One more strike. Gotta try for the harder things now, like scaring machinery then. Alright. Let's move up here with a slinger and throw here. Perfect. Shieldin will charge the slings here. And I will also charge up. Oh, so how's your weekend going so far? We still lost Rupert. But that's fine. Let's go ahead and do this. Move you up there. Let's see, if we move here, we can fire on this one. Or him. Fire on him. There we go. Matchlock put in good work there. Let's go ahead and move you up, Ham. Let's go ahead and charge the other archer. Throw a stone at the back of his head. Well, Shieldin, you're so exhausted you can't catch up. We're gonna rest there for a second. Alright, good shot there to the head. Move up, stab, move up. Let's quickly deal with the rest of these guys here. Yeah, fine, we'll just move up right here. We're not catching this slinger. He's actually gonna get away, so let's just cut down this last one and be done with it. Oh yeah, Ham. I don't know if you saw it in any of the servers or if you had seen it the other day. If you haven't already, go ahead and check and see, or like go grab Vermintide 2. It's free on Steam right now. By the way, for anyone else who didn't know that either, you know, definitely a good time to grab it. And it's free to keep, by the way. Let's go ahead and do that. Since they're... I should have done throwing as well, but one less level of throwing is fine. I remember we were going to make them spear and one-handed spears. Alright. Or one-handed spears and, like, throwing, I mean. So let's go ahead and give him that boar spear now that we got one. Ham. Your third character's almost a level 5, finally. We got a Rune of the Threshold. Let's go ahead and use that on poor Gilbert here. Maybe that'll save his life, who knows. Not really. What else could we do? We don't have any better armors. Not really, at least. Let's go ahead and give you at least a better hat. And there we go. Oh. Yeah, it has a verse. It's essentially Left 4 Dead in the Warhammer universe, in Warhammer Fantasy. I mean, uh, it does also have a versus mode now, so it's a lot of fun. Let's see. We can sell a bit of the crap stuff here. We're keeping the wooden sticks just in case we fight a Hexen. I don't need to sell the shields. I kinda hate we got the blacksmith if he's not really working. Just because that was a lot of money. Working for this origin, I mean. Okay. Could make money on these spices, I think. Sell that safe. Or these hunt down what kills people. Okay. Sure. We'll go ahead and do that. Alright. What do we got? It is, in fact, Ifrit, so... Alright, good. We had to pull them in. I wanted to make sure to pull in the Southern Militia here. Oh, that is dangerous. Southern Militias use matchlocks. I think that's scarier than the handgun. Out of the Southern Militia. Just a little bit. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and fire here. Try and get some hits in. Go ahead and charge up with Brian. We're kind of letting some of them charge up, or I'm trying to see if they'll charge up for me. Okay, no. Moving around this one. Go ahead and fire. And we missed. Probably should move them up to the high ground there. Let's hold that Ifrit in place. Shielding around, we'll move up. Because we really don't want them regrouping here. If Shielding has one tossed at him, we'll immediately need to kill one of these. Because they will regenerate into the bigger form. Luckily, it's just small Ifrits. Let's go ahead and reload. Can't move back just yet. Shuffle around. Alright. Yeah, our piercing weapons aren't going to be the best here. But it's a majority of what we got, so we just gotta work with it. There we go. That's one. This could be great money. Ifrits are good for money. Good hits. Good. No injury through the armor. And that's why them having handguns can be scary, by the way. They do not care for friendly fire. And that's why I'm scared of the arquebus there. If we're not careful, we could just receive a bullet to the back of the head. Alright, we need to kill this. I will try and finish this one off before they get the chance to. Please. Okay, good. Let's wait there. Move up. Fire on it. There we go. Yeah, that works. We'll get a throw there. Destroy the armor first. And we're going to try and get rid of this big one here. The reason I waited with the sword last is to try and get that big hit in. To confirm the kill. If we need to. You're fully exhausted. Let's go ahead and do this. Like that. We do that, we move up. And now we should be able to get a few of these. Haven't seen a single drop yet, sadly. So I don't think we're going to get any Ifrit powder. Ow. Of course, that hit my guy, not one of them. Oh, that was ballsy. One of them just jumped through the line of Ifrits like it was nothing. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. See, that gets 3. Let's do that again. Try and confirm the kills. Let's move you up. Move you up there. Reload. And let's see, where's Shieldin? Back there. So let's try and finish this one off so he can move up and attack this one. Actually, that works. Nice. Alright, 80. We should kill this. Good. Alright, while this one's exposed, let's go in and try and sling some rocks at it. Noticing that Arquebus doesn't really like to advance. I'm fine with that. But still scary they got those. Let's go ahead and fire right there, because it's only affecting their units if we mess up. Okay. Let's move here. And we'll move to surround it. I should have attacked there. That was a mistake on my part. I could have killed it right there. Yeah. I forgot. I sometimes forget about the Swift Assault perk. There we go. And we did get one Ifrit piece to sell. As you can see, very valuable. That was worth another, like, it was worth 60% of what that mission paid us. So Ifrit missions are good pay. It's just they're very risky. See, I wonder what the difference is. That just much higher ammunition, maybe? Lead shot, powder bag. Oh. Let me see if it lists it under the Arquebus here. see. Chance to hit. Oh. Interesting. I guess I can buy one and check. Because it says we had 10 shots there left. And this will be good to know for the future. If this works. Because if so, we can use these powder bags instead. As a cheaper alternative to get ammo early on. Five bullets left. Okay, they do work. Alright. So, what we can do here is this. We can have lead shot primary, powder bag secondary. And the powder bag's much cheaper. So that will be easier to get, like, when we go for a second firearm, for a pistol. You were definitely hired. Oh. Alright. What was this? This was caravan, right? Yes. We don't want to do caravans. So we're gonna travel back over. Okay, so serpents. That's gonna hurt. But... Yep. You want us to hunt serpents? What's the arena want? Serpents. 3 snakes. Okay. Well, then I'll be a much happier, like, person. I'll be much happier, because I would much rather have serpents over, the alternative here, Kalski. Or, not serpents, bandits over, serpents. Bandits are much easier to handle. Alright. Gobbo. I'm thinking about having Gobbo potentially take up a sling staff for now to save on ammunition. Because we burn through a ton of it with our setup. Yeah, it's always good to have actual bandits in the arena. They're the easy fight, actually. As long as they don't come with the title of Gladiator or Sword Dancer, you're good to go. Or Hedge Knight. Almost forgot. There we go. Yep. That's just OBS being OBS. I'm gonna have to tweak the settings and make sure that it's fully or there's not anything funky going on in the background. Maybe check servers after this and see. I know Hardy the other day mentioned there's some potential internet issues in general going on right now, so maybe it's some of that. As, like, carryover. You know what? Gilbert, you've served us well. You can go ahead and go in. Or not. Nah. I trust Gobbo more. Always trust Gobbo more. Gobbo's good. Gobbo's good backup. Give the crowd something to cheer for now. Alright. We're good where we are. They're gonna advance. So they're going for Gobbo. And on my watch. Let's go ahead and cut them down here. Alright, they're still gonna snatch him over. But that spent 2 of their turns. Ooh. There we go. And Gobbo, teach him who's boss. 2 injuries there. Clearly their boss. They just both headshot him. Oh, goodbye, Gobbo. Goodbye. No, that won't be a reload. Or anything. I'm gonna just accept that. If a warrior meets his end without truly leaving a mark on this plane, the soul's strength may succeed. He was a warrior king in disguise. So Gobbo, I'm sorry to see you go, but good job. Alright. Oh, that absolutely sucks, but, you know, it happens. We're bleeding range characters, and that is partially my fault for taking in a range character. Alright. Imprint that. So +2 to, or +4 to skill and +2 to defense for each weapon mastery. So we've got 1 already. So if we were to take another weapon mastery, that could actually be very strong. Huh. That could be extremely strong, actually. Because that would be, like, sure, it'd be a lot of perk points into weapons we're not going to use, but that's just flat bonuses, which are really strong. Even just the first one's good. Alright, well. Gotta tighten the ring a little. Tighten the formation. Check people's gear. Make sure everyone's good to go. Alright. There we are. Oh. Well. Very unfortunate to see him go, especially since we also lost the Bolos, but at the same time, the rune he gave was quite good. Alright, Gilbert, do you know the route? On. Let's see. Wager about 15 feet, or 10 to 15 miles. Oh yeah, they're looking at the sun. Heard a story about an archer hitting in a faraway land, or in a faraway land, hitting it with an arrow. Airbold, why don't you take a shot? Airbold takes the challenge, grabs his bow and a couple of arrows, licks his finger and holds it up. Wind's right for good star shooting. The arrow knocks an arrow, draws, takes aim. The blistering light is instantly blinding. Fart! Can't see shit. His aim wobbles as dark spots take over his vision. The arrow is loose. Sails wide of the sun. Real wide. He looks at the company, eyes dim, hands out as he tries to stay himself while his sight returns. Did I hit it? Wolf the rune carver hides his chuckling. Right on the button, the men burst into laughter. Good shot, sir. We needed a good cheering up after losing one so good. Well, the position of thrower for Bolos is freed up. You know, thinking about it. Alright, we're near the snakes. 9 of them. We want to attack during daytime. So we're gonna rest up here. Let's make a hard save. And let's attack. It's bright day. This will let our ranged units have the best chance of hitting. Some of us spawned in the water, which is not great. We're gonna wait to move up until our firearms and everything fire. So, fire a shot, Gilbert. Good hit. Even if it's the wrong one. Alright. That's actually the only one we needed to attack from that side, so let's do this. We'll move him up. Alright. We're gonna move around there to free up that space. Move here and attack. Start cutting away at the snakes. Our ranged units do not want to advance, because they will be grabbed and pulled in. So we don't want to advance with them. Kind of want to use him as bait. And kaboom, you're gonna move right here. And Ham will move right here. And hide in the grass. Yeah, this is gonna be... Brian may be in trouble. Headshot. They made a mistake by drawing me in. Alright. Reload. Yep. That's Brian down. I was worried about that. Snakes also have very good initiative, which is the other issue. Oh, come on. Let's move up and stun this one if we can. Ooh. Go ahead and take the advantage here. Kaboom. While you can. Good stab there. Shielding. Good kill. Gonna go ahead and hit that one. Let's cleave through this line of snakes. And we're gonna back up to force one of them to use their turn. Alright, Shielding's right there. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's good. That's what I was hoping for, is one of them uses their turn to do that. We need to save Shielding, so we're going to start focusing these ones. Get some injuries there. Ham, you're going to stab this one. And move up to try and help. Let's move over and fire on it. We miss. Oh, come on. Missed both stuns. He dies. That's fine, though. He was a new recruit, at least. Another cleave. Another rearrangement. Ooh, Shielding's fleeing. That's not great. Oh. Alright. That's not great at all. And this is why serpents suck. It just sucked to fight in general. Alright, we'll move over. Oh. Yeah. That's Kaboom grabbed. Come on, Kaboom, survive for me. Also, do they have fearsome? They don't. They're just getting lucky with breaking people. And that's probably it. Oh. Alright. Gilbert rallied. Good shot, Gilbert. Alright. He's gonna reload. Cut down another snake. Oh, come on. If I can survive long enough, this will be fine. The problem is surviving long enough. Alright. Let's go ahead and fire. Also, is it still nighttime? No. Okay. I didn't think it was. Should know better than to fight snakes, though. Go ahead and cut the guarantee kill down. Come on. We got this. Just a little bit more. Let's try and daze one. Fine. Let's try and cut this one down. Come on. Good shot. Kill it. Oh. Well. Okay. Well, so much for that. Come on. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Let's see. We got a rune of the old god. We got a rune of the warrior king. Rune of passage. Rune of passage. And some thresholds. Okay, so let's take stock of what we lost. We lost good armor. And a great warrior. We lost the banner, actually. So our only banner now is the battle stick. We lost a spetum. We lost all our goblin pikes. We have a sword, a sling, and a matchlock. Oh, that is rough, but not unrecoverable. That is thousands in gear, though. So that was definitely not worth it. And this is why serpents suck. They will just very easily kill people. And unlike normal, you can't really counter it so easily because there's no real way to counter backstabber as easily for all builds. You can't have underdog, which is big. And I may reset there because of that, because some of that was a little annoying. And we'll abandon the contract if I do that. I'm trying to decide if I want to. Let's see. That is range skill. Battle Fervor is definitely good for you. If you're lucky enough to actually succeed those checks. Oh. Let's see. We already have the Warrior King there. Gilbert, you're definitely taking this. Give you that Rune of Passage. It is Rain skill. The Rune of the Old God is actually a very strong one. Holy crap, that's Iron Lungs and Death Wish. With some other benefits. No, we'll play it out. The company is hurt, but we play it out. That's part of the fun in this. Let us see if we can recover. We are getting paid a pretty penny. They no longer have moving sands. How much are they willing to pay for these? Good amount. The loss of the gear is what hurts the most, probably. Just because, we actually had some decent stuff. And it's gonna be hard to get all that back. Now, let us look and see who we can hire. Definitely think you would be a good option. Or initiative, I mean, he's not too expensive, to be fair. He's not too expensive at all. And his passive is actually not horrible. And his melee skill could be good, so let's go ahead and get him. Get a thief for now. Let's get our Inochir, who actually looks like he's about to be a replacement thrower at melee. Alright. Yes, you are. Welcome aboard. Take a sling, move to the back. You. Iron Lungs, but otherwise not great. Oh, we did keep... Or we have a Thorn Whip here. Did we actually keep some of the stuff? Can't quite tell because... I'm pretty sure that we already had that. From killing barbarians, but... I think you're just gonna take this and go to the front. We'll give you a wooden stick there. Our Manhunter is good. You take a War Fork. Actually... You take a Whip. We do this. They will be a disarmor for us. They're not bad at all. Alright. Oh. What's our fight here? More serpents. But it's only 2 of them. We'll slaughter them. We gotta get revenge on the squiggly snakes. We're gonna go ahead and repair our armor here. Just so we're ready to fight. If it's not too expensive. Let's see. Where's the helmet? That's not too bad, honestly. That's not too bad at all. We're partially doing this for the experience here. So yeah, you don't have great skill to begin with, so let's just give you that. I really hate we lost our best armor, but it happens. We're gonna take on you. Let's take this. Take a sword. You're gonna have this. You're coming in with us. Alright. Round 2. We got the numbers. Fire. And we miss. Alright, they advance. Let's reload. Let's move up. Double cut. Good. One more. Good. And there we go. Revenge on the Scalies. There. The scaly serpents are waiting for us. Alright. So. This is actually hitting very hard, by the way. Let's see. How much is it hitting for? 120. And it does the exact same damage to armor. Okay. That's really good. And it does extra damage to enemy leaders and champions. And overall, that's not too bad. We're gonna go ahead and take another trip back. It's cheaper because we are more well-liked by the southern city-states now. Let's take a look at our hires. Hiring our assassin here, I think. We could also hire you. Hire the assassin. Oh. This assassin is actually very good. Take that. You will take a dagger in the back. Move back. You are only okay, so you get a wooden stick. And you go to the front. Yeah, that's good. The assassin was an expensive hire, but it'll be worth it if they turn out to, well, if they live. Let's go ahead and head over here. Let's see what we can get. We can make the problem disappear. Sure. We do need nomad kills. See if we can grab some armor for the people we want to keep. Like that. And some of that. So we definitely want to keep you. 50 armor is only okay. Let's just make sure you get that good armor. Kinda don't care about you. Do actually want to keep you, so you'll get this. And should also give you a backup weapon. And don't really care about you. So you just take the hood. Take the basic clothes just to have a little bit of extra. We'll do this. Make sure he has something decent. Let's see, Gilbert. give you this when you actually have a weapon mastery. But our assassin will receive this rune. We'll go ahead and imprint it into him. And I think we're good there. Oh, now, any bets on how many die in this fight? Alright, fall back. We want it to be daytime. Oh, we're gonna do this before the Ifrits come in. I do not want Ifrits mixed in with this right now. Alright, they're gonna move up because we have range advantage. And they want to close distance. That's a mistake on their part. Or we have guns. Oh, well. Oops. Took off his leg. Would have protect him. Alright. Move up and try and stun. We did get a stun. Good, good. See if we can whip that one down. Go for some slinging. Do that. We can still get an attack in right there and cut them down. Reload. Alright, move up. Cut both down. Use this to reposition. Let's go ahead and disarm him. Oh, fine. Bonk you over the head for that. Let's go ahead and just throw some stones in the back here if we can. I definitely want those nomad slings so we're not spending ammo and I can save some money there. On everything but the gun, obviously. Good hit. That's actually a very good hit there. Okay. Ah, we didn't get the stun, that's fine. Got both heads off. Move up, fire. And that should be a victory. Alright, and there we go. And run them down. Alright. You reload. We're gonna surround him and we're gonna let the assassin get the kill. That way he gets the experience. We need him leveled quickly. And there we go. Okay, one more fight will do it for him. We got a bunch of weapons. Good. Replacements for what we had. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, it was a devastating loss, but we can potentially come back from that. As long as we're careful, we pick our fights, we attack the right people, we should be good to go. We got what we're paid for. Alright, more caravans. Another 2-day caravan, no. We'll be heading up, over. Let's see, what could we make later? We can make a serpent skin mantle. That is actually very good. From fire and firearms. It's an extra 30 armor. We're gonna go ahead and make that. It's gonna apply an extra penalty of 3. But we can actually... Oh, we can't quite fit that on here. Or no, 2. So we can. Just barely, but we get full effect from poise here. Also, I do have a mod to where we can swap attachments freely. Because it makes more sense. For, like, when we're actually trying to do stuff. We'll go ahead and give him that slight bonus. It always annoyed me when you'd, like, swap attachments off. And it would just be, like, or, like, you would lose it. Alright. Getting our net for later. There's nothing there. I do wonder if this is actually much stronger. Cost of barrel durability. It says only 5 shots. I don't know how the ammo actually affects the damage. Okay. I'm trying to think. We need just one more mission. There's no point in not traveling short here, checking here. Okay, there's nothing. So then we head here. And there's something here. Hunt down what terrorizes. We need it. There we go. Please don't be serpents. Please don't be serpents. Thank you, it's nachos. Thank you. Of all the things that could have been, that is the best result. By far, it's the best result. Now, we don't really want to advance too much here. Let's do this. Alright. Though, at the same time, I do need to in some ways. Sure. We'll do that. Try and hit that one. Move you up. Okay. Whip that one. They're gonna go... A few are gonna transform here. Potentially. There's one. He moves up, that's fine. We're gonna reload here. Reload. Let's go ahead and finish this one off. Let's try and hit this one. Good cuts there. And we're gonna move on to that so that they don't get a hold of it. Alright, that one's fleeing. That one's fleeing. Let's try and break this one. And... okay. You should be safe for at least a turn. There we go. This one's gonna run for a corpse. Ooh. Knock him out. Just bash him over the head with the gun. There we go. They're fleeing now. Missed both those times. cleave through these two while we can. And let's just try and hit this one in the face of the rock. Run him down. There we go. Alright. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, the announced date for War Sales coming out for Mountain Blade Warband is actually now November 26th, by the way. So it's actually coming out very soon here, so we may... I'm probably going to be picking that up and starting that up. And hope with some of the other features that will probably be a lot of fun that are being added. Like, there's a fast mode now, so time progresses faster, meaning some of the more grindy aspects are much better. Let's go ahead and sell the brains there. We'll keep the nacho parts, because if we get more serpent hides, we can turn those into more serpent skin armor attachments. But yeah, we'll probably be starting that up soon. Also, tomorrow, we're going to be doing Ninja Gaiden 2, specifically. We'll be playing that. Let's see. Just in case we can get you to it. You're almost guaranteed to die, actually, so that there's not much point. I'm not going to ever give you anything good, so I don't even know why I leveled its range. But yeah. I'll probably be playing a bit of Warband very soon here when that comes out. Alright, let's level you up. Our assassin here. Discovered talent is definitely getting taken. That's an amazing perk. It almost guarantees he will be good. Definitely need your resolve up. I'm just gonna have to hard level that. Let's see. What else do we need on you? Definitely need adrenaline on you to try. Alright. Alright. Happens one more time, we're gonna call it. I'm getting quite tired of that. Alright, though. Let's see. Definitely gonna give him Trickster's Purse. Let's try... Alright, so you are looking like you're gonna be more backline focused, which is fine. Let's see. Exploit opening. I don't really want you with shields. I think we're gonna give him crippling strikes here. Because with the whip, anytime he does health damage, he really should give some very good injuries. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna raid out. I'm noticing some network drops still. We're gonna raid out for now. So this will be a shorter stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, though. We're gonna recover this. But yeah, tomorrow we'll definitely be starting Ninja Gaiden, just to have something a little different at the same time. Let's see what or who we have online. Probably not too many people because it's so early. Okay. Let's go with... Let's see. Hmm. Okay, no one's online, so... Huh. I don't have any options. Unfortunate. Let's see then. I think we'll just call it there for now, honestly. I don't feel like searching for someone new, but thank you all for joining. Hope you had a great time still. I know there were some issues today, and obviously we had some major setbacks, but overall, I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be doing a bit of Ninja Gaiden 2. I'll be starting a new save for that, so that should be fun. I'll probably play on hard mode. Hey, catch you later, Ham. Alright, but